of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, small ball has become the trend in the NBA, but it might be more accurate to call it average ball. With defensive switching twice as common as it was 5 years ago, the demand is rising for players of average NBA height, and that's around 6'7". Kevin, that's affected not just the big men, but the vertically challenged guys as well.
Point forwards and big guards in demand. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. And our third month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. You take a look at the 76ers. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And you know, for the Bucks, they're still a real contender, no doubt. Not quite meeting expectations, but you know they're going to be shooting for the top spot as this season rolls along.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Bryant. Davis Bertans out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Smith, and it's Wall in at the 2 guard. And for the Bucks, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Robin Lopez out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Bledsoe in at the point.
Well, the Bucks are in a good spot with a young superstar entering his prime.
And they like the fact that this core has more potential, and it wasn't just a one-hit wonder as they committed to Lopez. They committed to Chris Middleton, and now they think that they can take the next step with Giannis's growth.
Now here's Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Over Middleton. Beal can't get it to go. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Matthews. And there's the pass to Lopez. The dish now to Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
Matthews against Wall. Second shot opportunity. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Beal can't get it to go.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Wizards have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Beal. They get the rebound. The shot by Bryant, no good. Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. In the corner, Middleton with it. Shoots over Beal. Here's Giannis. Wall with a block. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Smith, no good. Matthews against Smith. Bledsoe left side. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, efficiency there from Eric Bledsoe. Good at knowing when he should look to score.
Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Well, you can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
And checking out the numbers for Lopez. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 6th in field goal percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. It's a 5-point game. Beal drives in. Here's Bertanis over onto Kumbo, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Washington shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Shooting 2.
One falls for Bertans. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Second free throw, no good. You've seen a lot of teams over your time that have been terrific starting a season, then just fall apart second half of the season.
Have you seen it, Kevin, happen with teams that have really good veteran players? I've seen it with young teams.
Yeah, unravel. I mean, it's painful to watch. None come to mind, but I'm sure you could start to find teams that are 10 wins below from one half of the season to the next half.
And some of that we know it can happen with injuries to a star player, and you just are dismantled. But a lot of times,
like the Pacers with Oladipo, they were a different team the last quarter of the season.
It's a great call, Kevin. But a lot of times it happens with young teams, because if you get off to such a hot start and it's a bit unexpected, there's going to be a lot more attention on you, and you start to feel like, oh, well, we've arrived. This is easy. We've done this for 35, 40 games. No problem. Well, the league figures you out, and a lot of times young teams that have early success are probably the most susceptible to this lemmings kind of falling off the cliff type of deal.
Both free throws good from Matthews. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player. Just doing the job on the backboard.
Can't lose sight of Bledsoe out there in a blur, and he's so good in transition.
Wizards trail by 8. Wall passes to Bryant. Lopez with the block. Pass to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Matthews against Wall. They get a hand on it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You take a look at the Bucks. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, the Wizards. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And I think for Milwaukee, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Middleton. Lopez inside, defended by Bryant. Lopez, no luck.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Wall's shot is good.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Now here's Bledsoe. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And it was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Bryant. And the rejection by Giannis.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Smith. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Smith feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on.
About the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Now here's Matthews. He had 13 points in the win against Charlotte. Inside, it's stolen by Bertans. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Washington with the ball. Down by 15. Outside, Wall. Shoots over Matthews. And another miss by Washington. The Bucks shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Beal with the steal. Bertans kicks to Smith. Back to Bertans. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Middleton for three. That shot is off. Great D that time from Beal. They need this. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Bledsoe finds Matthews. To the inside. Antetokounmpo, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And now Wall running the floor all by himself. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And how about John Wall? Just outstanding at sprinting down the floor and just jumping all over the defense.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. Williams, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Korver in for Matthews. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ilyasova. And again, the Bucks miss. Wizards trail by 13. Here's Napier. Eric Bledsoe grabs the miss.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And it's good for two.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now Napier. 14 points from him the last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Here's Hachimura. Korver with the defensive effort.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Williams kicks to Korver. Pass to Ilyasova. That's tipped. Lets it fly. Misses off the right iron. Washington has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. His three-pointers off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 15. And here's Korver from the arc. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Well, the shot from Korver is all about establishing rhythm there, collecting himself and confidently elevating up and knocking that one down.
Here's Hachimura. Lopez covering. Back to Napier. And the pass to Hachimura. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Bledsoe dishes to Korver. Back to Bledsoe. Pass to Lopez. And no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
Yeah, and who's going to set the tone here tonight? That'll be something to watch.
Ilyasova. Rebound by the Wizards. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game. Wizards trail by 18.
Hey, yo, get on ball.
Pass to Napier. Back to Wall.
Step out, step out, step out.
Passes to Wagner to end the cold streak.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Outside Williams. Ilyasova down low. Fades and shoots. And he gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 20.
Well, you give Ilyasova some space out there in the mid-range, and he's going to take those chances.
Here's Hachimura. Defended by Ilyasova. Knocks down the 3-ball.
They're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. He kicks to Ilyasova. Good D by Bell.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
George Hill's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Wizards trail by 17. The pass to Hachimura. Shoots from the baseline. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Hill passes to Ilyasova. Bell with the block.
At a young age, Bell has proven to be a great shot blocker with tremendous timing.
To the middle, taken away by Williams. Here's Hill. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
Free throw drops for Hill.
And the athleticism that George Hill can bring to the point guard position makes him impressive. He does it so well on both ends, especially when he's engaged.
Mahimi's checked in for Bell. He hits both from the stripe. Wizards trail by 19. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Napier passes to Mahimi. Here's Hachimura. And Lopez pulls it down.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
And it goes down 2 points. And the Bucks lead by 21.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's been all about Eric Bledsoe for Milwaukee. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say it with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say it with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Wagner out there with Hachimura. And it's Wall. And there's Ian Mahimi. And it's Napier in at the 1 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. We all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Wizards trail by 18.
It's very efficient and a well-tuned offense for the Bucks. They drive, they kick, they get open threes. Second in the league last year, as that was Mike Budenholzer's biggest change in threes.
Wagner, good.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here is Hill. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Ilyasova in the post. Dishes it to Hill. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And with the Bucks in their offense, Brent, it all starts with Giannis.
Starts with Giannis, and that might have got them into trouble last year. They could maybe use another creator in a way where a guy can manufacture his own points. Who knows? Maybe that's growth within. Maybe that's Chris Middleton as he tries to improve his game, or Eric Bledsoe in some way. But the team does need a little bit more dynamism on the offensive end.
free throw drops for Hill. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Marvin Williams. And a change for the Wizards. Beal's checked in for John Wall. Both free throws good from Hill.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Now, here's Mahinmi. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Beal can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 18. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
That free throw, no good.
Chris Middleton's an interesting story. I remember when he signed his first extension and talking to, at that time, his head coach, Jason Kidd, that Chris was dealing with living up to the contract. I think after that first season went by, he settled back down. It got him into a position to earn this second contract. And now he knows where he belongs. He knows how important he is to the Milwaukee Bucks and their continued success and striving towards a championship for the city.
Now, here's Napier. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Well, an aggressive Antetokounmpo is a good thing for this team. Taking it in with force to the rack and getting the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Free throw good. Giannis.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from a summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Now, here's Napier. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shot. And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
And Washington has possession, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Hachimura. He's guarded by Hill. That one falls. Hachimura's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now, understanding how to burn the defense in those sets, Hachimura doesn't rush anything, lets the play develop naturally.
Now here is Hill. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Middleton on the wing, 4 on the clock, shoots from 12. Lopez, no luck, and the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. And that's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Beal, that's for two. And again, Washington, no good.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Well, he weasels his way to the inside there, and that little breathing room, that helped George Hill to score.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. He feeds it to Mahimi. And Mahimi with the stuff.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. The three from Matthews. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Mahimi. Lopez with the block.
Oh, too much. Look at that.
Here's Giannis. He's got 9. Outside Matthews. 3-pointer. But they recover it. Fades back. Here's Giannis. And finally they hit one. Giannis has got 11.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Matthews. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Beal can't get it to go.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Here's Middleton. Bertans grabs the board. The Wizards shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Poked loose. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Looking now at the numbers for Middleton. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. 13th in free throw percentage, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for George Hill. The Wizards also changing it up. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mahinmi. And it's Bell in for Davis Bertans. Here's Lopez. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks to Smith. Pass to Bryant. Here's Hachimura. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Lopez.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here is Smith. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta. On the clock. Beal gets a wide open look. And again, Washington no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Offensive rebound. And to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Washington calls timeout. Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
John Wall's checked in for Hachimura. Bryant passes to Smith. Right side, Wall. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Pass to Middleton. Now here's Matthews. Shot clock at 6. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Matthews.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Washington's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Smith against Bledsoe. And here's Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it up. And that's good for 2. Bledsoe with it. Middleton outside. Lets it go with a 3. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Outside, Beal fires the 3. The shot off that time, and Milwaukee the other way now. Down low, here's Lopez. Rebound, Washington. Bryant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Korver in for Wesley Matthews. Now here's Beal. We saw him with 19 points his last outing, and the basket is good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Left side, Korver. Over the wall. Rebound by the Wizards. Beal, that's for 2. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Beal's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'm watching Ish Smith watch his teammates. Great swing to the wide open man for the uncontested shot.
Outside, Williams. Wall against Korver. Passes it to Bledsoe. Clock at 6. Lopez inside, working on Bryant. Some solid defense from Bryant. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Giannis.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
Washington's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Bryant. That one, no good. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Lopez with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. Smith
against Bledsoe. Bounce pass from Beal. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, sweet seeing Jordan Bell flush that one home. Great position and pays one off.
32 seconds left in the first half. Lopez against Bryant. Lopez kicks to Bledsoe. Outside Korver. The tray. Nice D from Wall. Smith outside. The pass to Wall. It's Beal on the wing.
And the coaching staff loves the intensity Williams brings on defense, wanting to shut his man down.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebounding, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. Tonight isn't an exception, as looking back at his last few games, he's been stringing together some incredible performances. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You have to marvel at the uniqueness of the Greek freak. From half court, he needs only 2 dribbles. That's right, 2 dribbles to get to the rim. He can pass like a point guard at almost 7 feet. The list goes on and on.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Middleton did just that and sunk the shot despite getting roughed up a bit.
From the Wizards, they're shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Stolen by Bledsoe. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 4 assists in the game. Now here is Smith. Outside Bryant. He dishes it to Beal. From outside the arc, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Bledsoe, Middleton for 3. Rebound by Smith.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Bertans kicks to Smith. To the wing on the left. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. They get it back. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
For Washington, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Wall. Lopez with the block.
Well, if they got a favorite play, Kevin, it might be time to break it out. 0 of 4 to start it.
And he gets the bucket. 19 points for Giannis.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now Smith. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Beal with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Beal against Bledsoe. Smith for 3. The Wizards with another miss.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Knocked away. It's taken away by Smith. Wall looking for an opening. Looking to end the run. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Lopez with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Washington's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Wall passes to Smith. Matthews against Wall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brent, certain players make everyone around them better. Talk about some of those guys who will do that at the very highest level.
The interesting thing about today's game, Kevin, is it's not always the point guard position. I think in the past we thought 2 ways. The point guard, who has the ball in his hands, finding guys for them to make shots. And then through the 80s and 90s, it was low post players who were getting double teams and initiating some offense. Yes. Nowadays, it's a lot of wing guys. And it's guys like Kawhi Leonard. It's guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant. Throw Draymond Green in there with his ability to pass the ball. Jokic in there with his ability to pass the ball. It's all happening around the three-point line and getting into the gaps. So they look a little bit different, the initiators, in today's game.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Napier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Hachimura. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And it's Middleton penetrating, and it's good. 2 points. Middleton's got 13 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Wall. He's got 7. Pass to Wagner. 13 feet away. Rebound by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Middleton kicks to Hill. Pass to Lopez. Over Wagner, and there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Hill. Lopez has got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here's Wall. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Here's Wagner, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. Mahimi's checked in for the Wizards. Good on both. Here's Bledsoe. He's got 13. Middleton on the wing. Shoots from the right block. Rebound, Washington. Mahimi's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside, Wagner. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Ilyasova finds Hill. To the paint, intercepted. And they're pushing it up. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And he can just fly. We know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
Now here is Hill. 6 points for him. Middleton on the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Middleton's got 15 points.
You know, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Wall against Bledsoe. Fires for 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here is Hill. Lopez right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, he's not a locked-in starter these days, but Brent, George Hill can be effective off the bench.
Comes in at the 1 or the 2 guard position, can guard the 1 through 3 positions, and because of George Hill and his massive amount of playoff experience, there's a lot of confidence in the coaching staff to get George out on the floor, and that he's going to make the right play at the right time.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Korver in for Eric Bledsoe. Both free throws good from Hill. Washington has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Passes it to Hachimura. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Wizards shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Wall against Korver. Shot clock at 6. Wall, no luck.
Well, that mid-range J usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Bledsoe.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Here's Wagner. He's got 9. And there's the pass to Mahimi. Here's Hachimura. He's guarded by Williams.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Wizards shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Hachimura the pass to Wall. And Wall with the slam.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Now here is Hill. He's got 8. Pass to Ilyasova. Over Wagner. And again, the Bucks miss. The Wizards shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's Wall. It's good. Wall's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
Now here is Hill. Corner shot. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Ilyasova's got his second basket of the night. Washington's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Wall passes to Wagner. Here's Hachimura. Sweet little floater. Hachimura's got 7 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Hill. He kicks it to Williams. Pass to Ilyasova. And stolen by Napier. Unloads. Hachimura, no good.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And it's Wall, top of the key. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Hill with it. He's got 8. Lopez outside. It's back to Hill. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Wizards. On offense, here are the Wizards. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Napier. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And it's Hill penetrating. Now the dish to Ilyasova. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That's a good example of the scoring mentality that Ilyasova has. When the ball comes to him, the first thing he checks is if he can get a shot up.
Here's Hill. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, a former #2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Matthews in for Kyle Korver. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Bryant is checked in for Mahinmi. Jordan Bell comes in for Mo Wagner. Beal's checked in for Hachimura. And it's Ish Smith in for John Wall. Now here's Beal. All sorts of time. Lopez grabs the board.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Well, what you like about Williams is how he's changed his game over time. Now he's a fantastic stretch four in this league.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Shooting two.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Washington's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Tries to save it, and again, the turnover by the Wizards. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Hill dishes to Matthews. Right side Hill over Napier. And again, the Bucks miss. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. For Washington, they have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line. First free throw is good.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And both free throws good for Beal. 19 seconds left in the third. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Antetokounmpo against Bell. The 3 from Matthews. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got 5 rebounds tonight. No one near Smith as he lets it go. No good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Let's take a listen now to Scott Brooks.
The issue is not them. The issue is us. We're not being physical. Effort, hustle, determination is going to win this game. Not scoring.
Well, Greg, he's commanding his guys to be more energetic right now.
And the physicality must improve. Coach Brooks wants more toughness on the boards.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Robinson is out there with Brown. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then there's Bell. And it's Schofield in at the 3 slot. Here's Giannis following the bucket by the Wizards. Out to the right wing. Here's Connaughton. Hill. And Hill is right there.
George Hill using his arms there to keep that possession alive.
Here's Bell, and he dunks it down.
A fantastic dunk, and he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now, here's Wilson. Over Bryant. Shot's good by Wilson. Wilson's got his first bucket of the night. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside Robinson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Hill. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, you would use... I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
And that one's good from Connaughton. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Robinson kicks to Bryant. Brown the pass to Robinson. Here's Schofield. He's covered by Brown. 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. The Wizards with another miss. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Schofield with the floater, and it's Robinson with the bucket inside.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Robinson against Hill. Passes it to Connaughton. Brent, how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side up. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I tried to avoid that, Kevin. Quite
did you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
Here's Brown. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Bell passes to Bryant. Wilson grabs the board. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Brown. Here's Bryant. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Bryant's got his first 2 points.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Antetokounmpo against Bell. Now the pass to Connaughton. Back to Giannis from about 19 feet. And he connects with the jumper. Giannis has got 23 points.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Robinson goes in, and Bryant slams it in.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Brent, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional career. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Now here is Hill. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's back to Hill. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Robinson against Brown. Outside Robinson. Some solid defense from Brown. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. The Wizards have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Schofield. Pass to Bell. Over Hill. And again, Washington no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And here's Giannis from outside. From the Wizards, they're shooting just 31% in the game. And Brown throws it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Giannis. Here's Connaughton. Hill trying to break free. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. Mahimi's checked in for the Wizards. He's perfect from the line this time. Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Brown finds Robinson. Brown feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bell. Fader on the way. Off the left rim and out.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Here's Wilson. Tries again. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Robinson goes in. No good with the layup. And so he'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Brown. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got his first points in this one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
The Wizards have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Brown outside. Pass to Bell. Got a piece of it. Here's Schofield. He's covered by Brown. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's the break. Here's Connaughton. Now here's Brown. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Robinson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Hill. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? I mean,
no, it can't be that.
Well, I don't know if...
I mean, if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time.
Yeah.
Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys. But as the season goes on, you just don't see that very much.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Over to the wing. Here's Connaughton. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Brown against Ilyasova. Shoots over Brown. There's the pass to Connaughton. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. That one off the back iron and out. Washington's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And it's Napier missing. For Milwaukee, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, what I like about DJ Wilson, and I think they're still developing this, is activity on the defensive end, just to be a disruptor, using the length and his ability to go vertically quickly. That's where he's going to make contributions right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brent, for DJ Wilson, he turned a corner in his progression last season.
Yeah, I think being patient and having some self-awareness about where his game is right now. Mike Budenholzer did a great job of keeping it simple for him. Go in and impact the game defensively, and that energy will rub off on the rest of the veteran players.
Now, here is Robinson. Schofield passes to Mahimi. Tipped away. Here's Napier. Lays it up off the glass. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Over in the corner, Brown from the arc, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Robinson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's got Chibo.
Now here's Giannis. Tight defense on him. Outside Hill. Over Napier. Rebounded by the Wizards. Mahimi's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brown wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Connaughton kicks to Wilson. Buries it from about 10 feet away. .133 left in the game. Here's Napier. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Hill.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Now here's Napier. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded by Mahimi. Pass to Wilson. Over Napier. Shots good by Wilson.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Brooke, congrats on the win. The bench was huge tonight. How big were they?
You know, we have such a great starting unit, and I think our second unit gets overlooked a lot. You know, they come in, I honestly think they're better than a lot of the first units in the league.
Well, you all helped win the game tonight, Brooke. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.